Hi folks, this is a video about drop shipments as Epicor call them. This is where we're going to get the supplier to deliver a sales order directly to the customer. They call it drop ship. So we're going to quickly, I've got an example here from David McReynolds of this one here, but I'll do that one later with him. But I'm just going to do a basic one to start off with. So if I go in to sales, it always starts with a sales order. So I'm going to go in here to sales orders and I'm going to create a new sales order. So leaving this blank, we'll put in the customer's number. So this would be if they give you a reference number. I'm going to call it DS test. Customer. I'm going to pick a customer that isn't on hold, so we're going to go NS Hug, and you put in their customer's required by date and hit save. This then opens up the line details, so we can go in here and put in whatever line details we want. I'm going to be searching here for my famous test part. So this thing here, the customer, I'm going to say he needs 10 of them. And we're going to hit save. I'm going to put in 10% actually, discount. So under release detail, we need to tick buy to order, and then we need to mark it as drop ship. So you'll see here that it hasn't been linked to any see what says PO not linked. So we need to take a copy of or take a note of this sales order number. So the second part of this process is, so I'm just going to put this onto another screen. So I'm going to go into the purchase screen. So obviously for the supplier to deliver it direct, we need to have a valid purchase order number. So in here I'm going to quickly create another purchase order. So search a roll call, and of course this has to match the other one. So gonna hit save. Due date, yes, of course. Save. Lines detail. Going to add a new line. Same part number. And customer was looking 10. So we need to tie this to a sales order. So we're going to hit search, and there'll never be too many of these, but it'll be the last one that you're working on. So I took a note of there, it ended in 147, so that's the number. So whenever I click that and hit save, that means that my purchase order is linked to a sales order. And if I go back here and refresh this, it now says PO linked. So in other words, my sales order is linked to a purchase order. And if I go back to the purchase order and approve it and hit print, this is where it usually goes wrong, but anyway, in here it should be telling the customer what to do. Right, so it says supplier ship to, see below, and it gives the release ship to address. Now the reason why it's not up here, and there's a little bit of logic to this, you could be placing Uh, See this line 1, you could be placing 20 lines. It'll never happen, like, but you could be placing 20 lines of orders to a Rolco with 20 different delivery addresses. So this may not look how you may want it to look, but it means that you could have a massive order to a Rolco and ship it to 50 different customers, all with different delivery notes. So they can then load this on as different releases. So it may not be how you want it, but it's probably how it should be. So the last part of this is we have to go and do what's called a drop shipment entry. So this PO is now fit to go, if that makes sense. But we have to do, I don't think I have a shortcut for it. Drop shipment entry. So in here we're going to create a new one, and the PO to the supplier was 60455. Okay, and we're actually going to go up here and do a mass shipment entry. Oh, we need to put in a delivery note number. So these delivery note numbers are what your supplier will have told you. So for example, these goods are never going to actually land here, but the supplier will say, hi John, here's the delivery note that we delivered directly to NS Hog. So this would be like whatever. I'm just going to put DS in there so I can search for it, and I'm going to hit save, and then we're going to do a mass drop shipment. So it gets them all, and we're going to go ship all. So whenever we have confirmed that everything is being delivered, you just tick it off, and although the goods never landed here, this books them in and out automatically. So that will close the PO line and allow finance to pay, and it will also allow the invoice to be generated to the customer. Wee bit more long-winded this video, but it allows drop shipments to occur directly to customers from suppliers.